All right, shout out to all my async teachers. I'm about to make an async video talking about modifying the biology scope. So I started my email to Lauren. I said, hey, Lauren, thanks for outlining a scope for Unit 3 of biology. It's so nice that I don't have to start from scratch. And so I've looked at the test and I'm going to read through these objectives. And as I read through and reflect on where my students are, I'm going to just make notes as I go for what I would like Lauren to change. Y'all know I can't type, so you're gonna have to hear the clickety clacking. All right, so use scientific evidence to propose a claim of the necessity of milk in human diets. I remember when I looked at this lesson that there is a lot of stuff in here about enzymes, macromolecules, and this whole unit is about cells, and so we need some sort of framing. So I would like to add a lesson before 3.1 to intro cells, organelles, enzymes, and macromolecules. I also think that's really going to help them on the end of unit test because there's some questions where they have to look at models and see like which one's an organelle, which one's a macromolecule, etc. Okay. Conduct an investigation to produce data to serve as the basis for the evidence for the what is found in milk. Okay. So this is a really great opportunity to talk about IOD, which is a CCRS standard that I know my kiddos need to work on. So I'm going to insert a comment and remind myself to emphasize IOD so that they can look at data in different charts. Great. Differentiate between the major macromolecules based on their structure and function. I know I'm feeling good about that. Okay. Describe the effect of enzymes on the rates of chemical reactions in biological systems. Great. So they're going to understand that an enzyme is a catalyst in this lesson. That reteach, that feels odd in the middle of learning about enzymes. So I know I'm going to move it, but I'm going to keep going. So explain how enzymes speed up the rate of chemical reactions. Okay, that's part 2 of that 4th lesson. Explain how lactose tolerance developed as a result of evolutionary processes. Ooh, I love this. This is a great topic that spiraled in last unit. This is something that I can review for the EOC too. So I'm going to insert a comment and make a note to myself to activate prior knowledge and can't spell. We're going to keep going and have kiddos define natural selection and evolution. That's going to be really cool to see if they can make that connection. Great. Predicted change in how pH and temperature will affect the function of an enzyme. Okay, that seems like the end of the enzyme lessons. And so I'm going to say that this exit ticket on 3.7 is really important. And so is this one on 3.6, because that's going to show us, do they get why some people are lactose intolerant? Okay, so I'm going to say move the reteach from between 4 and 5 to after lesson 7. Okay, lesson 8, I remember 9, 10, and 11 are a lab. I'm not going to be able to do that virtually. It'd be too stressful, a bajillion hours of work, doesn't add to their understanding for the unit. So I'm going to say cut lessons 8 through 12 this year. Not possible to convert to virtual. Okay, so that would move things up. And we are looking at lesson 3.12. Propose how the size of a cell affects its ability to function efficiently. Define the cell as the basic unit of biological organisms. Okay, this is cool because we're going to bring it back to that cell, but this really makes me think about EMI, which is a standard that I know kids need to work on. So I'm going to make a comment to myself, emphasize EMI and models. Great. Looks like there is a quiz here. So that will be good, but I'm going to need a reteach after that quiz. Let's keep going. The size of a cell affects its ability to function efficiently. Describe the cell. Okay. So this seems like it should go before the quiz. So I'm gonna say move lesson 3.13 before the quiz. All right, keep it moving. Use data to investigate how various solutes and or solvents passively move across membranes. They don't know what membranes are yet. So I'm gonna say add a lesson between 13 and 14 for direct instruction on the function of, oh, I'm ignoring this thing for my computer to update. Don't tell Jeff Miller. Okay, instruction on the function of the cell membrane. All right, let's keep going. Create and or use representations in our models. Oh, great, another chance for EMI. Explain how cell membranes function in maintaining dynamic homeostasis. Excellent. That reteach after all these cell lessons totally makes sense to me. Create and or use models to explain the structure and function of cell membrane components and how they move across. Actually, I think that reteach should go after that. So let's go and backtrack. Models of science into and out of the cell membranes again, cell membranes again. Okay, so this feels like another bundle to me, and then it looks like we switched to cellular structures. I'm actually going to tell Lauren, please move, whoop, can't type, y'all know. Please move the reteach from between 16 and 17 to after 18. Okay, let's look at 19. How cellular structures and different types of organisms enable specialized cell functions. I remember this lesson. It's where it gets into the super detailed functions of each organelle, and they really need to just be able to identify them first. And it's also on the EOC. So I'm going to say, please add, or let's just say, I'm saying please a lot. She knows I say please add a lesson before 19 for direct instruction with identifying organelles on models. Great. 19 functions. I know about that. Yeah, the reteach, I think I'm going to keep it because if they don't know the organelles, we're really kind of in trouble for the rest of the unit. This is another cool lesson I remember. It's not mission critical for their understanding, so I'm going to keep it for now. But if later I need to cut something for time, this is fun but not necessary, so I'll take it out. Okay, review. That sounds good because I can go back and talk about enzymes, which I know are in the test, macromolecules, and cells. And I'll use those exit tickets to plan those. And this unit 3 response data, I'm not going to be able to turn it around that quickly. So I'm not sure what I'll do on the 25th. Maybe I will do an enrichment day or a current events day, but I'll probably move that reteach until that next day. Okay, I think that's it. So I am going to say, let me know any questions, comments, or concerns. Thanks, Nicole. So I'm going to send it to Lauren and CC my coach, which is now Kyle. He's going to get a fake email. All right, and hit send, and that's it. And then Lauren saves it, and it's ready for next year. Already better. And I need to figure out how to stop recording. Async teacher, shout out to you.